Okay, because you started dancing beforehand.
It's episode number 23 of Real Life is Friends podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kimberly. Are you not available? I am Kimberly. Um, uh,
Are you there?
I'm here.
I'm
you
connected.
was I'm like, how many times am I gonna say I'm here? I mean, Kimberly. I'm those Kimberly. I'm those good Kimberly.
Like I did.
Like, I don't know why all of a sudden just completely paused. Like you were frozen, and I was like, "Oh, she is frozen." And I was getting ready to play the music again because I was like, "Something's got to be
But
going
then
on."
you were frozen, and I was like, well, what the hell going on? Okay, we back.
Yeah. Well, I never left. We had some technical difficulties. Let's start this over again. This is episode number 23 of Real Life is Friends podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Mila.
And it is a lovely, lovely Tuesday out here in these streets. Okay, we're not really out there in the streets, but I'm just saying
It is.
it's a lovely day. This is starting to get good weather. It's not too hot, definitely not too cold. Um, just overall, just a good
Just a
day.
lot of rain.
Yeah, and overall,
Just good vibes.
just a good vibe.
Good vibe. Good vibe. Good vibe. Good vibe.
Okay. We have a very, very, very exciting show today. We are only going to talk about one, count on one show, and because it's so much that's going on, that's pop culture out here, that we need to discuss that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why. Hello, Unc. Are you not
Hey,
speaking to your Unc?
okay, ain't it?
Okay. Well,
You didn't give me time.
he especially said, "Hello, ladies. Uncle is in the house." So I don't know what Aunt is right now.
What up? Auntie right there on the side of him. She on the side. She
Ah.
ain't far.
But like I said, we're gonna have a fun show tonight. We're gonna be talking about everything. When I say everything, I mean everything that's going on out there in this world today. Um,
Mm.
but Mila is gonna give us the question of the episode, which is episode number 23.
The question for the month, since May is Mental Health Awareness Month, what do you do to stay centered and grounded and not get too razzle dazzled? What techniques have you learned?
Um, so I typically read the Bible. I also started stretching in the morning time as well. Well, I don't read necessarily the Bible in the morning. I actually, once I get home, I
Mm.
lay in the bed and read the Bible and then start watching TV. I'm proud of me.
I'm proud of you too.
So I read a not a whole chapter. Let's not kid now. But well, no, I read a chapter a day. Yeah, it's a chapter because I had to think of what they're. Okay, yeah, I read a chapter a day, and then right now I'm also doing a Bible plan. It's like a 10-day Bible
Okay.
plan. I think I'm on day 8 or something like that, or
Hmm.
maybe on day 7.
Okay.
I'm either on 7 or 8.
So
But
what
yeah,
does it do? Condense the Bible in 10 days?
no,
Give you the highlights?
no. So on the Bible app, they have these different plans, and you can base it off of
Hmm.
whatever you're looking at. Like if you need encouragement, if you want to
Okay.
fast, like whatever it is, and then you have different plans to choose from. Typically, somebody is like doing a, I don't want to say a story, but kind of like a lesson, and then
Mm.
points you to like reading specific Bible verses. So that's what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
And I do it a
Oh,
lot. I
okay.
do it
Okay.
periodically, like when I feel like I need to be more in tune with the Lord and I need to feel his
Mm.
presence. Or
Mm.
like I said, if you're going through whatever, they have, different things. If someone's depressed or anxiety, whatever it is, they have,
Mm.
plans for it. So that's what I do.
Okay. I definitely read a Bible verse of the day on the Bible app. I'm not as I need to do better about reading the Bible a little bit more in depth. Uh, but I do read my Bible verse every morning. Uh, Another thing I do too is given, I guess, the job that I have,
Hmm.
which can tend to be a little stressful. So I guess my way to decompress is I come home, burn me some burn an incense and just kind of chill and relax, watch TV. Because once I leave work, I leave it there. And don't want to bring it home.
Yeah.
Um, and also too, I guess just in my personal life in general, if you don't bring me happiness and peace, you're not in my world.
Oh, I feel you on that.
That's it. That's all.
Now, I will say this: I do the Bible, so that's how I read the chapter. That's why I had to make sure it was called a chapter. So that's how I read the chapter. So basically, what I do is take whatever the Bible verse is, and then just
Mm,
read the whole chapter of that. Now, sometimes when they
okay.
want to play different ones, like sometimes they'll be like seven maybe today, and then 8 may to be tomorrow. Then I just go to the chapter before it after. Hey, little mama. Hey, Tamia.
Hey, Tamia.
So yeah, but
And
that's
then I like to
so I
listen
do
to
the same.
calm music.
So I do the same thing you do.
Yeah, we're just doing it a different way. And
Yeah.
definitely calm music at nighttime. It's like a playlist. I don't know if it's on my Pandora or Apple Music, but
What
it's
kind of
chill beats.
okay? I was gonna say what kind of genre? What genre is it?
Yeah, it's like just chill beats. It's really just like instrumental, no words. And it's just real common. So I like to listen to that sometime at nighttime just to kind of calm my nerves down. I guess,
Okay.
keep your mind from racing. And listen to that.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Because we have to take care of our mental. If we don't take
Yes.
care of our mental, we'll end up in the hospital.
Yeah. If you don't
So
if you like they say, if you don't rest, the good Lord gonna make you
make
rest.
you rest. What they gonna do? Make you bitch rest.
Gonna make you rest. If you don't, actually, they be like, if you don't sit yourself down, the Lord gonna sit you down. Cause
Facts.
cause I'm
That's
country,
facts.
and
That's facts.
sometimes I want to be a country old lady.
You are country, just not old yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely country, and I'm a lady.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's a lady.
So I know we have talked about Beyond the Gates before, but it's getting really, really good. So that's why we're gonna have to talk about it right now for you.
I
Um,
just finished a new episode for today.
I did not finish it because again, I was doing my Bible thing, and about time I got ready to start watching it, then I had to start the show or get prepare for the show. So I wasn't able to do that, but I did watch some of it.
Let's just say I really feel bad for Eva.
I do too.
I
Me
feel
too.
bad for Eva. Eva mama, and I'm about like Mr. Dupree, the daddy, whatever your name is,
Wait, hold
because
on.
she got about five.
Hold on, hold that thought. So let's just give. So if you don't watch it, we have told y'all to watch it. If you follow me on TikTok, I tell you to watch it because this is a hot mess train that is good to watch. Um, so basically, what's going on right now is that Eva came in with her mother, Leslie, Sherry, whatever, Dana, whatever her name wants to be, because
Yeah, wigs.
once she changed her wig, she's a different person. Um, she told is it Terry? Ted. She told Ted,
Ted.
who's married to
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, the
Mm-hmm.
psychiatrist. She told him that she was gonna go have an abortion and he gave her money, all of that good stuff. She did not have an abortion. She had the child.
Mm-hmm.
She has told her child that your father knows you exist but doesn't want you. She didn't realize that like she was feeding her child all of this information over and over again, and her child really believed her because of course you listening to your mama. Come on, we just
Right.
had Mother's Day. We appreciate mamas. Come on. And her mama is basically a liar, um, attempted murderer because she definitely
Forgot about baby girl in the hospital.
okay. So she got her daughter this job. She basically caused the accident for the other assistant so she can get her daughter a job, so her daughter can be close to Nicole and Ted. So she can kind of devise a plan to end up basically destroying their life. She did it on the anniversary, their wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary.
The
But
mama
she was
got
getting
upset.
a award too, right?
No, she had already got that. She had
Okay, that was
already
the
got
week
that.
before.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So she had, yeah. So Eva, the daughter, did not want to do this because she's like, oh my goodness, like these people are so nice and generous. And they really were. Like they really loved her. Kat didn't like her at all. But they really loved
Mm-mm.
her. And the mama decided to lock Eva into the closet. And then Eva finally got out of the closet and she wanted to stop the whole thing, but it was too late. Her mama exposed that not only did she have an affair with Ted, but she had a child, and that Bill basically threatened her and all of this stuff. And now
Oh, yeah, I forgot to be an attorney, man.
yeah, yeah. So this is where we're at now. Not to mention once she said you chose them over me, and she basically kicked her daughter out the house and out of their apartment. And now Po Eva was out here just homeless, all because her mama is delusional. See, mental health month. Her mama delusional and wants Ted. And that's pretty much she wants to get Nicole out of the way. That's what this is all about.
And
Nobody
Ted
thinks
is
on
not
having
violent.
all these little memories and schemes and scams that Ted is gonna magically appear and be like, "I want my family," like he ain't already got another family with 2 kids. Go.
Well, she kind of had me one time fooled because I was like, oh, Ted really did show up uh, right now. So I was I thought for a minute, I said, oh. And he did show up. However, it wasn't what she wanted. Again, she's crazy. She's cray cray. And again, I feel so bad for the daughter because your mama's supposed to protect you. And her mama is looking out for herself and her personal gain or whatever with that little $50,000 he done gave her. It ain't gonna last long, baby, in this economy. So you
Especially with her trying to buy designer this and the designer that. And then saying she lying up there talking about I wanted at a casino. Now I did watch today episode that I know that she went to, or maybe that was yesterday episode where the friend went to the
yeah, that
place.
was yesterday.
Okay, went to the place and
Mm-hmm.
was like, y'all don't even have slot machines.
And Eva sitting up in there with her little chips and her little cosmopolitan, trying to get some money so she can have somewhere to stay and feed herself. Cause why? Her mama done rolled her good suitcase outside that door and gave her her box that she had took from the office. So therefore, it's pretty bad Ryan here. I really feel bad for her. Now. I do feel okay. Eve, I feel bad for her. Nicole, I feel bad for her too. However, because she thought she had the perfect man. And I think he is perfect for her.
Okay. I was saying perfect. Okay.
For her.
Okay.
I think, they got this little bump in the road. Uh, but I think she's embarrassed, of course, because she has this persona that everything is you got the perfect kids, perfect career, perfect husband, he has the perfect job, your family is well to do. And so now it's like it all just crashed down because her sister just went through the foolishness 2 weeks ago.
I like how you thinking these are like 2 weeks. The show started
Like
in
two,
February. They was already
two
divorced.
weeks
And they was already divorced before we got to see the show.
2 weeks ago. So I think the Duprees still got some more secrets hidden. I'm thinking Brother Martin gonna come out with something. I
Do
don't
you
know what it
do you
is.
think he killed somebody? He did
I think
something.
so.
I feel like, and then I feel like maybe he ran somebody over. I don't. Something happened.
I think it has something. I think it definitely has something to do with the car accident, and also too because we know Bill done covered up a whole lot for the Duprees. Because if you kind of remember, like when it first started, like the first few weeks of it, the Anita was like, "We can't let
Oh yeah,
Martin find out, or can't let it get out about Martin."
yeah. That's the only reason why they showed up to that wedding. Bill should have left well enough alone because they did not need to show up to that wedding, and that's why Danny came in with the guns blazing, literally
Mm-hmm.
guns a blazing.
And, and so I think now I always thought in the back of my mind that Martin may be the illegitimate child of Anita and some man. I mean, I just feel like they.
Wait. You think it's the grandma child?
I think
Come
I may
on,
be
come
wrong.
on.
I
Clearly,
may be
Nicole
wrong.
had the baby.
I don't know. We got TV. This is TV. Let me tell you, Sister Anita wouldn't do wop bop bopping back there in them clubs and ain't got no dirt.
I
I wouldn't be surprised later on we don't find out they got 3 children instead of just them 2 girls. I don't know.
but Nicole would have said. I feel like Nicole because they don't want Nicole to find out.
About what Martin did.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
and
I know it's something.
she
It's
didn't know
something.
she
It's
gave birth.
well, I guess she did know she gave birth, so let's retract that. But I do think that he did kill somebody. Something happened with the car. Now I
Yeah.
don't know if it was DUI or it got to be probably DUI. I'm thinking
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking it's more
more DUI.
DUI or something, but he seemed to have some kind of issue. I think he got some mental health issues besides whatever happened. See, that's what I'm saying. Mental health awareness month. He got mental health issues.
You think he got well? I would say yes. Okay, there could be some mental health lingering in there for him. I don't know if it's just a trauma from whatever car, if there's a car accident or if he was, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely something that got him shook up and he's seeing these lights in his dreams. Uh, and the granddad, I don't know.
I feel like the granddad, I feel like Bill alluded to the granddaddy not being squeaky clean. But
I believe that.
I don't think that he cheated or anything. I just think that they covered up. I don't know how they were the ones that managed to, I don't know, maybe with all the things that she was going through with the miscarriages and
Mm,
whatever, like maybe at one point in time they had him like living with them or something, or later on he lived with them or something like that.
mm,
Because I don't know. Well, or I guess naturally he may have just went to the grandparents instead of went to his parents. But it's really odd that like apparently his parents don't know anything about what happened. Because that's what it's kind of alluding to, that only Anita and whatever granddaddy name is.
I don't. You know what? I
What's
don't even know
granddaddy
what. I
name?
can't think. Not Bill. Not Bill. That ain't Ted.
Oh,
It is. No, I can't remember what his name is. So I guess you're right. Unless it was something he probably did live with them. I can see that being a part of the storyline. He lived with them, or maybe it was on tour with them or something. Uh, growing up, or at least on tour with grandmama, and then he was all. And granddad is in the political field,
yeah.
so
And that's his realm. So
it's something. Yeah, I mean it could be. Again, I just think I know that there's a police car in it, so we know it's something, and we know Bill is tangled up, tied up, and twisted up in it. So we know it's something legal,
illegal.
illegal.
Yeah, because Bill apparently don't know anything else.
And see, that's Bill need to. I think we. Well, let's say this. I think something is going on with Bill medically because his hand
Oh
just
yes,
keeps shaking.
yeah. Them lies. That's what's going on. Them lies catching up.
That like them lies is they
And
coming through the hand.
that unethical behavior because
That's true. Very unethical. So yeah. I mean, and then today episode, like I said, I don't know how much you saw in it.
I
Did you
saw
know?
probably
Did you
like
see when
half.
they was okay? So did you see when Wig? We're gonna call her Wig because I don't know I can't think of her name now. When she was in the cafe and she was
Oh,
talking to the
Leslie was talking to
yeah.
yeah,
Did you notice the
Angela
guy?
mama.
Yeah, the
Yes,
nurse mom.
yes. I noticed the
Okay,
guy, like he was paying attention to everybody conversation. I'm
he
trying to
was.
figure out if
Yeah.
he's a reporter or gossip columnist. Like I don't know exactly what his angle is. Um,
Mm. I'm going
but
with. We
but
already got a gossip lady.
he's some kind of journalist type situation
Mm.
because he was listening
Now
to every
that
last one
yes,
of those conversations.
let me tell you, he hit when they say had his ear to the streets, baby. He had his ear to the cafe streets right now because I think he's probably a reporter because at the country club there was already like a little gossip lady there,
Oh
so
yeah,
Yeah, so they got that covered. I just, or this could be it something too. The husband Smitty could have hired a private investigator.
Mm, that is true. But let me tell you this about Smitty. First of all, I like Smitty way more than I like Martin. Ugh. Martin gets on my last nerves. But what I'm thinking also is that I low key feel like Smitty may be getting closer to what's actually going on with Martin, or something that Martin may have done. Uh, because the whole thing with not wanting to know where what hotel he was at, you know, Ted was at, along
Mm,
with I think when they were mentioning something, Smitty was like, so which hotel, like which something along that lines,
mm.
that I think that he's starting to figure out something, and I feel like he knows that his husband is involved in some kind of illegal
I
stuff.
would say
Because
that.
I wouldn't
I,
put nothing past Martin. Martin looks like a person that is gonna do illegal stuff right along with Bill. He's gonna be, because all what he did to Smitty in the first place with telling that um person, journalist or reporter or whatever, oh, he's not looking for a job when he knows his husband was looking for a job and looking to
yeah.
go back into the industry. Like after that, I
Hmm.
said, I don't like you. Well, I don't like you at all, because why are you doing it?
Well,
Now
I
you want to
think,
go out here and be the president of the whole United States of America with all your skeletons in your closet, and you don't want
and your
this man
auntie
to be a
just
reporter because you need him to be, I guess, the the
home parent.
homemaker. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I think
the
the
stay
thing
at
is
home
too
parent.
is
Yeah.
the stay at home parent. Well, I think too is that Martin knows that Smitty is probably a damn good reporter and investigator, which means he want to keep him close. As they say, what they say, keep your enemies close. Keep your
Friends
friends
close
close,
and the enemy closer.
enemies closer. And I think he knows that Smitty will eventually find out or whatever. Just so I think he wants to keep him under lock and keep a close eye on him. And that's why I say I would not be surprised if Smitty didn't hire a investigator to kind of follow the Duprees or whoever is involved with them. Because again,
But I
think
don't even
about
think
it.
he has to hire an investigator, because if he's a reporter, there's a lot of people that do investigative reporting, because that's what Smitty does. He probably just has a friend at the new whatever place he's working at. Like, hey, tell my husband's son, or be on the
Oh,
lookout. Because that's kind of
I
what
can see
Smitty
that.
is doing.
Yeah, but Smitty, like you say, Smitty is a little low, little bad and sneaky, and it's time for him. It's time for his skeletons to be exposed, and I think we're probably, I would say, about in another couple weeks, because they did get renewed for season two.
Okay, that's
Uh,
good, because CBS,
yeah.
because CBS be tripping because it cancels everything else. Like it canceled the Equalizer and SWAT, and I don't appreciate that.
So at least they said, okay, we're gonna keep Beyond the Gate going for y'all. So uh it will be interesting to see uh again how what happens with Smitty. If
Hmm.
we get, like I said, in a couple weeks, I think we'll get some in a couple weeks. Also, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Wig end up at the psych hospital because she doing too much right about now. So I would not be surprised if that's where she ended up. Some Because one thing for sure we know is Nicole got her some pool in the hospital, and we know Ted
Yeah,
got a little bit.
yeah, because he's a
So I
surgeon.
would not, yeah, and I would not be surprised if they didn't kind of, if some one of them would say she's threatening me, yada yada yada. She's gonna harm herself because Ted. Now, I don't know if he's building this relationship with Eva out of spite to Wiggs or
No,
what his
I think he
angle
really
is.
I think he really care that
Okay,
his daughter.
okay, because that was a little. I was a little shaky about that when he was, she come around now, and now she in tweed suits and can on. Girl, you was just in hippie stuff an hour ago.
Well, that's what that
Now
lady
you,
had. That's what that messy lady was talking about. What's her name? Mahogany. What was her name? They called her
I
something.
don't know the gossip reporter right now. So I think I don't. Ted is he's definitely building that relationship, but also too he's going to show Eva that he really didn't know that it was her
Yeah.
mama just being foul.
I don't. Okay. So I remember maybe a couple of days ago, they were having I think there was like what's coming up next in the season or whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
a little trailer, I guess a little trailer.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm not misremembering, but then it kind of implied that Leslie was gonna try to say that Eva was the
Mm-hmm.
one. Okay, okay, that
Yeah.
Eva was the one that basically caused that girl to have an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. This is one of the worst mamas ever.
She's not the worst
How,
ever, but she definitely in the ranking. She's in
so
the race.
how are you literally gonna lie to your daughter all these years, brainwash her? Then when she is like, this is not really what's going on, this is not happening, you not only kick her to the curb, but things that you did, you want her to be responsible for. And I hope Eva was somewhere that somebody captured it on camera that she was there, or either her mama is able to be caught. Because why you turning on your daughter? And that shows right there that you don't care nothing about your child. And you never cared anything about your child. The only thing you cared about was hurting Nicole and Ted so Nicole can feel embarrassed and leave Ted so you can finally be with him. That man don't
And he
want
don't
you.
want
I shouldn't
her.
have to
Mm-mm.
tell you he don't want you. But I'm telling you, Leslie, Dana, Sherry, whatever your name is, Ted does not
Weak.
want you.
Well, Stevie Wonder can tell her he don't want it and he can't see. So again, my thing is this, and that's why I say I would not be surprised if she ends up because she having too many uh uh dreams or fantasies about him being there talking to her.
Yeah,
And that's why I say I would not be surprised if later on she end up in a good padded cell.
that's what she needs to be.
Yeah, because she teetering on that line of she can be crazy. She can definitely be a psych patient. And so I wouldn't be shocked at that. And then too, because remember, I know it wasn't a closed case, right? When they saw the video, when Bill daughter husband was looking at the video,
Hmm. Me and this
they didn't
doctor, we
close the
gonna get it
case,
together. We gonna get it together.
and they gonna get it together. It gonna be a little. It's gonna be something gonna trigger, and she gonna be the one arrested. So I can see her later on down the line being arrested for it.
I think once they realize that the motorcycle belongs to her,
Mm,
that's where it's
yeah,
gonna
I
all.
mean because Eva don't even look like the person on the motorcycle. You see what I'm
No.
saying? Eva ain't slim like that lady.
And then that lady with her multiple personalities that she has, uh, she seems to like the most
Let me
likely
tell you,
candidate.
out of everybody around there, that's including the white woman, she ain't even looking like that. So the nurse mama. You see what I'm saying? Okay, don't nobody fit the description of her being on that motorcycle but her.
Not a motorcycle.
Motorcycle. Mm-hmm. So yes, we count your days because you gonna
Yes.
pay for
And
playing. And baby girl just want her mama and her mama. You chose your daddy over me. You got to live with your consequences.
be like, I would have. That's one time that I would have been like, and you a liar, and the truth ain't in you because all she did
You
was lie. This
chose.
girl, all she did was lie. She just lied.
She did.
Like,
You chose your daddy over me. Like, dog, who does that? The girl just want a home. Your
now,
daddy got you a hotel. Your daddy got you a job. You go to your daddy.
now Eva should have came and told the truth once but she didn't. She clearly did not know everything to tell the truth. Like to because she was still thinking that this man like knew she existed and just
Right.
threw her to the wolves basically. I wish she would have knew better so she could have kind of stopped it, but she did have every opportunity to stop it. Now I do feel bad for her because the Duprees are treating her like whatever,
Trash.
baby.
Baby,
Whatever.
Anita
She will
Dupree.
not be a Dupree.
We
And I'd
would
be like,
not
I'm a
welcome
Richardson
you.
any. I would have been like, and I'm a Richardson anyway.
Yeah.
I would have caught
You
a whole
would.
attitude.
You would never be a Dupree. We would never welcome you
It'd be
into
like,
our
I'm
home.
not a Dupree anyway. I would never be a Dupree because my daddy is a Richardson. Come on, like, be for real. Like,
There would be no relation.
I,
There wouldn't
I
end
can, I can
no
petty your petty.
relationship. I'd be like, they're my half siblings, grandparents. So y'all don't. But I'm gonna come eat in this country club because my dad a member.
Be like, okay, step grandmama. Like, step auntie.
You remember? Hey, auntie.
I would be so petty with them because it's like, don't get me wrong, once you realize that she did not know and all of this stuff, I think that they should have gave her some grace about the
I
situation.
think they will eventually, and I mean, I think even too is that after the little scene in the little diner, even not Malcolm, Martin came up to her. So I think he had a little heart. I think if anything, he would be the one that would kind of be nice to her. Cat ain't feeling her, and we understand that.
Cat ain't never felt her.
Never. I think Martin would be a little bit more receptive to her. Cat, like you can miss me with the bullshit because I don't want to be a sister anyway. I knew she
Okay.
was low down. Um,
Low down dirty with
but
a wig on.
and she's low down and dirty, just nasty. But we shall see. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll see how it goes on
Tomorrow is
Friday.
not Friday.
Damn, tomorrow ain't Friday.
Today Tuesday.
Damn.
And if you're new, liking, watching the show, make sure you're subscribing to our podcast.
Why do I think tomorrow just seems like it should?
I don't
Let me
know.
tell you.
It's Tuesday. Like, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have no idea why you have decided that the fact that you know we record on Tuesday should tell you that tomorrow is Wednesday. We are 23 episodes down. We have recorded on Tuesday. and you have decided that today that we are recording, and somehow tomorrow is gonna be magically Friday.
Man, I done jumped clean on up. You hear me? That's my nerves.
Right. You done went all the way
It
to the
just seemed
weekend. Now, unless you done took off, uh, then I can understand. If you took off,
nope.
Thursday and Friday, then yes, tomorrow is your Friday. But for all the other people that are out here listening in this world, tomorrow is Wednesday,
It's Wednesday.
otherwise known as Hump Day.
I
I
don't
don't.
know why.
I don't know your life. I don't know if you was. I don't know if you was take off Thursday and Friday. So I don't know your life. But I'm just saying, for the rest of us, it's Wednesday. That's Hump Day.
And the sad part about it, I should know. Like today. Well, let's just say, maybe in my mind, today is Friday.
Okay.
Maybe the
Now,
episode I watched today.
now tomorrow, now today Friday, baby, get it together. Get it together. Get it together.
And the sad part about it, I ain't even got no drink.
You ain't even drinking on this episode, and you are tripping.
That's the problem. I need to get me something. Uh, you want to see Sonny? He came upstairs.
We not want to see Sonny at all. Nobody wants to see Sonny. Nobody.
Raise your hand if you want to see Sonny.
Let's go ahead and talk about Diddy Bop, as you like to call him. Let's go ahead and talk about this trial.
Ooh.
Now, I ain't gonna say who, but
Let's-
this person may or may not be watching this show and sent me a video of this man um peeing on his girlfriend or whatever, somebody in the shower. Um, which brings me
Of
to
Diddy Bob?
no. Just
Oh.
just regular people peeing on
Oh.
people in the shower. Which brings me to the first thing that I heard about this case. One of the first thing I heard about the first day of this trial was the fact that Cassie, well, no, the stripper said that he was told or whatever to pee in Cassie's mouth. The amount of disgust that I was, because nasty.
Let me I will say
This
this.
trial is about to, like, it's about to blow all of our minds of what these people was going on and doing with these freak offs. And I'm like, I'm appalled already. And it was day
And we
one.
just,
And it's just day
and we
two
just
now.
2 days.
Yeah.
We just 2 days in. We just 2 days in. And this is one thing I really and truly, I feel bad for Cassie
Yeah, because they
because
said she big and pregnant.
she big and pregnant. She like 8 months pregnant. And so I feel sad for her because she has to relive all of this trauma
Yeah.
and all of this foolishness that Diddy Bob did to her. And it was one thing I read online. She signed a 10 album contract with him, only put one album out. She
Mm.
said she recorded like over like hundreds of songs. And she said she felt like hit the stuff he had her doing was her full-time job, and that is finding uh 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 what's the word, finding people to have sex with in the freak off or
Men
whatever.
of the nights, since ladies of
Men
the
of the
night
night.
is what they call the women. So I guess they men of
Men
the night.
men of the night. And let me tell you something. When that girl said it took her days to recover from dehydration, from the drugs, and for lack of sleep. And she said that that's Evan. Now, excuse him. but that she had to rest. It took her days to rest because he was having that girl do all of this stuff. I can't imagine her sitting up there reliving everything in those 10 years that she was with him
And
and
didn't
the
they say one
drugs
of
that
them
he
lasted for like 7 days or something like that? I mean, not 7 days, but one of them lasted for
three
like
four
four
days.
days. 4 days, yeah.
Yeah, 3 to 4 days. That man just had that damn girl fucking and drugged up, and she didn't know if she was coming or going. And she said she did that because she wanted him to love her, or that's what she wanted to make him happy. And I wonder, and I will say, I wonder, but I'm curious to know what other celebrity name would be brought up in this, because again, we just in day two.
Hmm.
And we just not getting the folks that she done hired, the strippers or whoever she done hired on Craigslist. She said she was responsible for finding the men that she would pay them. And so it's going to be interesting now to see who else name come up in this.
Yeah.
Uh they did not want her husband. He could be part of her, Cassie husband. He was able to be in the courtroom for part of it, part of her testimony, but not for all of it, because they said he may be called later in the future
Yeah.
or whatever.
I think
Uh,
whereas Diddy Bop I think they wanna I think from my understanding, the judge, anything that's being discussed 2008 after 2018, they're not allowing him to be in the courtroom for.
okay, because that's, I guess, when they got together.
I'm that's what I'm assuming.
Okay, because I think too, yeah, because I did read online too, is that might have been 18, because I think that may have been when Kim Porter died. And so
Mm.
they may have kind of broke it off then when
Oh,
Kim
okay.
died or whatever. And yeah, and so, and then this is, I guess, my question is, if you had kids by him, which we know he got what, 4 or 5 of them, uh would you show up to the courtroom, or to the trial? Would you be there to support? You definitely there to support your kid. But what do you tell your kid? Because you know you had to be there for some of the foolishness, not
They said
all
the
for
kids
Cassie
are there.
stuff. But I feel like, huh?
They're saying the kids are were in the courtroom.
Yeah, they said the girls. Yeah, all of them were there, and then the girls end up leaving. I guess doing part of her testimony. Uh,
Cause
but
I
I
wouldn't want
think
to listen. I don't want to hear nothing and see nothing about people that birthed me and how I was conceived or how they did whatever with whoever else. I don't want to hear the story of the parents together, and I knew the parents had to get together in order for me to be here. So I definitely ain't up here trying to listen to all the other stories with them with this, that, and the other person. There's no
right.
way that I'm gonna be like, oh, so my daddy wanted to see his girlfriend get peed on so he can jack out. No, absolutely not. Not, no, no. I'm leaving. I'm leaving right now. Do not ask me to come back. If you want me to support you, you better take these letters. I may put
But
some
then I
money on
guess
your
my
book.
thing, well, I guess because this is my other question too, is what is he teaching the girls about men and a relationship to have with them? That they should be looking for, because clearly Diddy Bop is with the bullshit, and he been happily doing the bullshit for a long time. And I can't help but think that those kids kids saw something in all them parties.
Okay.
Somebody saw something. Somebody heard something right now.
Well, maybe they put the kids to bed or something. I don't know.
And
I
still partying big as that damn house is. They done heard the music and heard stuff going on. I
No, they
feel they.
probably got another house. They probably, I
Okay,
don't
they
know.
probably did take them to the house down the street or somewhere, maybe. But the boys, okay, we'll take the girls out. What do you think the boys? Those are three
Well,
boys.
well,
One of them being
one
I'll
of the
be sure.
boys, one of the boys, was included in one of the lawsuits, I believe.
Which one? Justin? Not Justin.
Probably
Uh,
Christian.
the one that looked like him.
Yeah, the one that
Okay,
was
that's the
supposed to
one. That's
resemble
Kim
him.
Porter.
Yeah.
Okay, that Kim Porter baby. Uh, it's gonna be. And then did you see Misa running around there walking on a walker?
Uh-uh. Cause I haven't seen
Like,
any of it. I'm gonna be honest. I went to I'm not a lawyer, but because I knew that she had a lot of information in a condensed format for me, uh, so I can be fully informed. So, well,
well,
not to mention
the
those
mom.
sketches, or not to mention because I guess because it's federal and they don't allow cameras and stuff. Those sketches of those people. Who are those people, baby?
I
I'd
don't
be
know.
like, that's that's Uncle Bubba. Cause who are you? Who are you? I don't know. Like the picture I saw of Cassie, I said that does not look like Cassie. The only thing that looked like they got
Facts.
right was that she was pregnant. That's about the only thing that looks like they got right. These sketches are horrible. Like if somebody put like this this is how I imagine, when people like, oh my goodness, I saw this crime, or I saw something being committed and they bringing in the sketch artists and all this stuff. I will never find them. Just like the people that use all the filters and stuff, I'm never finding you because I'm not looking for you. You're gone missing and I'm not looking for you because I'm looking for this filtered person, and the real person does not look like the filtered person. So I was never looking for you. So you won't be found
Well,
because I
that's
was never looking for you. That's how I feel about those sketches that I have seen. There's no way. Like, first of all, did he gain weight? Like, what
well.
is
I
that?
think it makes him look. It makes him look like Count Dracula. Uh, it makes him look slim. The gray hair. He just looks like a uh cartoon character. All of them look like cartoon characters. Again, like you said, they don't look like themselves.
Mm-mm.
Uh, they just look weird. I mean, but and I guess my next question too is: so not no federal cases can have video in there. You can't.
Well, I
I
don't
feel
know
like
if it's because
OJ's was he not federal?
no, they
No,
probably
he
was
was
a state.
local, I guess.
Yeah, probably was the state one.
State.
Because
Okay.
they got him for like RICO and trafficking and all that stuff because
Okay.
the state lines that she was crossing, Miami, I think Los Angeles, I think New York,
Oh yeah,
Spain,
cause
all of
she
these places
uh
that she was hiring
bees or whatever. Because yeah,
the stripper prostitutes people.
that girl just wanted to sing.
And then like the commentary from the stripper dude, it seemed like he was almost
Mm-hmm.
in love with Cassie. Like,
Oh, he
like,
said he
like
was.
what's really going on? Like you over here peeing on her. Like what is
He said he thought she was cute, and one time he had to give her a kiss on the forehead. I guess because Diddy Bob was acting an ass to that motherfucker, and so uh And he gave her a little kiss on the forehead, I guess to comfort her, but was like, she was cute. If she'd have gave me a chance, I would have went for it. I'm sure you would have, sir. And at that time, think about it. That girl was probably, she probably had just turned 21. So she was like young. Oh, and then too, I read that Diddy Bob had her call him Pop Pop because he asked her what she called her granddaddy, and she said Pop Pop, and he wanted her to call him Pop Pop. Now, see, he's a different kind of
Now,
weird
why you want her to call him you something that she called her granddaddy?
because he want to be the daddy figure. He want to be the
Who?
father figure. He look. This man controlled this girl for 10 whole years.
Mm-hmm.
He knew that she was vulnerable and she wanted to sing. And he took full advantage of her. Plus, she cute.
Yeah.
She had that exotic look about her. And we kind of tell what he kind of likes. He has a type that he likes. Think back.
Mm.
Misa Yellow, them,
But Kim ain't.
all of them kind of look. Kim might have been the only dark one, but the rest of them was light skinned. Even that new baby mama.
Well, the new baby
Even
mama
the little girl,
ain't she Asian? The new baby
she
mama.
Asian, but then
Yeah.
yeah, she Asian. I think she is. But then too, think about even Chance mama. She's thin and petite, yellow. So he has a type that he like or whatever. So he going to jail. He
people
going.
are, and people are like, well, you know, that's what they did because they was consensual and all that stuff. No, this girl is saying like none of this stuff was really consensual because I was in fear for my life, and they apparently linked. I guess today they was talking about the fact that what happened. I think at the Intercontinental Hotel or whatever hotel that was, with the whole the
Mm-hmm.
footage that got released, that she was trying to get away from him, and she was
Uh-huh.
saying that these freak offs were lasting for over 24 hours. Baby, absolutely not, absolutely not.
And they said again, a lot of his freaky stuff. I don't even think that need to be at this point need to be between him, Jesus, and the devil because I don't even think anybody need to know what's going on. Nobody. Let me tell you, they are revealing stuff that I would not want my mama nor daddy nor uncle, cuz nobody to know. You hear
Like I
me?
know my mama
Nobody
watching this.
needs.
I know my mama watching this episode, and I'm even like I'm me saying like they peed in her mouth. I'm like my mama probably gonna definitely be like, God gonna have a lot of questions for me after this show.
Let me tell you. And did about mama sitting up in that court. Let me tell you, I would rather die than to have my immediate family, much less my kids, in there listening to the shit I do behind closed doors. I would much rather die. You know what? I'd have saved my family and myself from all the embarrassment, and I would have taken that plea deal. I would have told them people, let me just go on and take it because I know I like the freaky shit that he like. He know that shit gonna come out. And he want the baby all warmed up. He want this. He want drugs and let me tell you, some shit you just need to just take to the wood grave. And some of it don't even need to be out in print in black and white. In print, much less in charcoal what the people is drawing with. We don't need to see none of that.
Jerko.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
Jerko.
I'm like you. I don't want to know that my parents, I know my parents are fucking because I'm here. But I do not want to know anything past that level.
I'm
I don't
okay.
want to know
I'm
nothing.
and I'm also okay with the stork deciding, or like most of the kids in my family, I'm okay with the fact that I came from Walmart. I'm okay with it. I am perfectly fine with coming from Walmart.
At that point, you can say I came from the Cabbage Patch Dog factory. I don't care. I don't. Let me tell you.
If that's what's
I
gonna make me
first
sleep
of
at
all,
night, I'm okay with that.
because what I don't want, I don't want to sit up between no jury of 12 folks and no court, no attorney, and I got a whole slew of folks say that money back. When you know that you done some fucked up shit, and you let it go. You got money. Let it go. There's no what you trying to prove? Cause
Baby,
at
I'd
this
be like,
point,
what's so we got plea deals. We got the soon as somebody would have said, because this is the thing.
please.
Your lawyer has one, if you participated in these things, you know what the evidence is. One. Your lawyer also knows what this evidence is. The moment they told me that I have to say, like, somebody is gonna be like, I watched my girlfriend get peed in her mouth while I was choking a chicken, I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I'm not doing this.
I told them people
You know,
how many years you say they want to give me.
be like,
I take it. I
can I
don't
do
did
a
a
no
year, so that
contest? Yeah, be like, can I do a no contest? Therefore, I ain't gotta admit nothing. Can I do that? Like, what are my options? Can I
what are
can
my options?
can we
Okay.
reduce it from 10 to 5? Can we reduce it from 10 to 5? Let's like bargain about this. Let's figure some stuff out. Because I
Baby,
don't
I'd
want
have been in there bargaining. Mm-mm. I'd have been like I was at the swap meet, baby.
to.
They, I'd have been like the mafia. When they fold that paper up and slide it and say, this is how much you owe. Baby, I'd have slid it back and I'd have came with another number. Till we all came in agreement because I would not want anybody to know what I have done locked up behind these closed doors. If the folks want to charge me with racketeering, sex trafficking, all of that stuff, charge me. I don't want my children to know. I do nope. It could be a rumor. I nope.
And
Nope.
plus,
Cause
not
let
to
me tell
mention,
you what we have
some of this stuff was already, I think, included in her, like in Cassie lawsuit. So this is
lawsuit.
the thing. Like, imagine, supposedly there are some celebrities that were on videotape. Imagine when they have to start
Mm.
calling these other people out and have to, baby, listen here. I'm telling you right now, if I involve myself in any of these activities and I was a celebrity, I'm coming to you as a woman. What you need to do, what you need to do is take a plea deal. Because before
And I'd have said,
anybody finds out I did XYZ, I need you to not be alive. Or either, so the best course of action if you want to stay alive is going to be you taking this plea deal. Because the
let me
minute
tell
they
you,
the minute they put my name in it, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna figure out who all in that prison and jail with you, and I'm gonna put some money on somebody books, or I'm gonna bribe one
that
of
part.
these officers, and you ain't gonna make it. So go ahead and take that plea deal if you want to live. Now, if you got options, dying is always an option for you. Because before you mention my name, you had choices before that.
Before before you drag me, because I guarantee you, baby, you going down in the blaze of glory around here with mm-mm. Let me tell you. I would. Them people would not have gotten to pick no 12 jurors and not even no alternate jurors. Because you know what? I'd have told them people, save all that paperwork, baby. Save it. Save it. I done did a year and some months in here already, so that'll knock off a little time. That's time
Yeah,
served there.
baby, that's what I'm about to say. Give me 5 years. I gotta stay here another year or so. I'm good. Cause they said stay at time. You only gotta do 75% of it or something. 75%. I'm good with that. I don't want to go to jail, but
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying he said like he should be
I
getting
did.
out because otherwise his
Let me
other
tell you.
judges are like not living.
Mm-mm.
But I'm serious.
Let me. Let
Before
me.
because if these celebrities were involved, celebrities that they're saying were involved in these things, and people are
Mm-hmm.
like how Boosie is defending, trying to defend Diddy. You think that he probably on one of these videotapes, or he being in one of the sessions with Diddy. Listen, I would have already made you shut up at this point.
First of
And
all,
and and
Bootsy.
I ain't even know I ain't even one of them people. I ain't one of those people out there in the streets. I'm a person like I was telling my mama earlier. I'm a 911 person. I'm calling the police. I'm not a violent person. I'm not trying to fight you because I'm too old for that, and my bones may be cracking. I ain't got time for that. I'm not gonna shoot you because I ain't trying to go to jail. The only way that I feel is safe is for me to call 911 and tell on you. So I say all that to say, even I ain't about that life. But before I let some stuff get out here, I'm about to be about that life. Because some of these people, once they go down that rabbit hole
Baby,
ain't
it's a
be
wrap.
never ending, baby.
That rabbit hole will be done brought up their children and they ain't even got none, baby. They, let me tell you, that did about rabbit hole these folks trying to go down. For this next two, they say this trial can possibly last 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Baby, after today, if I was Diddy Bob, I pull my attorney to the side and say, go on down there and call them folk and see what we because I can't put my family through no more than I cannot put my kids through any of this. He won't run that be sometimes you just got to go on and be guilty.
And let me just go ahead and say this.
Sometimes
This episode, I'm gonna have to make sure I put some warnings on this episode. We are talking about explicit and illicit activities on this episode. Children
facts.
do not watch this
But
episode at all.
now
Mama,
mind you,
and I gotta tell you what I just saw. So mama, I need you to close your ears. Let me tell you what they said.
what do people say?
They said apparently, allegedly, Cassie used to rub other dudes. Mm,
Ejaculation
yes, on
on his
Diddy.
nipples.
What we doing around here, Mama? You can listen now.
Let me tell you that, and this is one thing.
I'm embarrassed for this man.
That's why I would not want. First of all, I wouldn't want my daughters if I wouldn't want them in there hearing this shit because we know they're gonna read it, and we living in a time now where shit is just out there. You hear me? Once it's on print and in black and white, it's out there. Baby Love's gonna be able to read this when she get of internet age. So we teetering here on everybody know your business, and so what we need to understand here is that clearly there's level to freakiness and each level and clearly the money that you have is the amount of foolishness that you like to do. uh and mind you, there are people out there that like this stuff too that ain't even getting paid that probably ain't got not nan quarter near what Diddy Bop is charging it.
Yeah, doing it for free.
This is the question. They doing it for free. What is I'm just curious to know. What What is the going rate to do a freak off in that bad boy for 48 to 72 hours? I mean, God, is there people? I mean, because I feel like at this point, I
I
mean,
feel
she
like it
already
got to be
said she had
multiple
to
people.
rest.
It has to be multiple people.
It's multiple people coming, but she okay. So she running around there saying it took she this shit was going on for days. We're gonna give her 72 hours. She said this shit. That's 3 solid days, right? You mean to tell me that girl is going through all this? We got people just coming in like a revolving door, and they just fucking and doing all this stuff, baby oil, lube, and all that stuff. That she is
P.
one person,
P.
but that girl is tired. How about? Let me tell you, God bless her. And I'm glad, and I hope she has been through some good therapy, and baby got her a good therapist, and clearly she got her a good man, somebody she feels safe with. Cause let me tell you, if I had been through probably half of that shit that she done been through, I don't want not nobody touching me, much less having a baby. Cause let me tell you, that girl says she done had to do a lot of dope, a lot of alcohol. And that girl now, and I just wonder, and she said she couldn't tell nobody. She couldn't call nobody. He would take stuff from her to punish her. She said she had to send an email to semi tell him she didn't want to do it no more, but didn't know that that motherfucker would go left and hit her or be mad at her. That girl done went through a whole lot. And for her to get up there really and tell her story, that's a lot of courage there. But he being selfish, trying to clear his name. Because right now, at this point, the only thing that he can probably do now is really just go in a dark hole and just sit. Because right now, ain't nobody inviting you to no weddings, did it? When you do get out, if you ever get out. You ain't coming to no weddings, no funerals, no graduation, no cantonina. What they call it? What's the Spanish?
Kissiera?
Casanera.
Kissiera?
What they call it? That he ain't going to them. He ain't even. He ain't going to no hiring fair. He can't go to no job interview. At this point, he gonna be like OJ was. Stay on the golf course. Stay in your house. Don't get on no internet because he can. At this point here, who want to be friends with him? Nobody but Stevie J.
And Boosie.
Nobody. Boosie, you know what? We ain't gonna put Boosie in the category because Boosie is Boosie. We ain't gonna put him in that category. Nobody, if he really had friends, and we have to think back to even R. Kelly when he was going through this stuff, nobody came out and said they was his friend. He was a good dude. Nobody said gave a character a reference letter or anything to say, no, that ain't him. He didn't do it. Everybody being quiet.
Because
What they
they're
tell you?
afraid. Because they're afraid.
They're afraid.
Because
But this is my thing.
even if they didn't do, because think about this, even if they didn't do one part of the freak off, if they did anything, cheated on their spouse or cheated on taxes or embezzled money, committed fraud. Like if they know that he knows, they're not gonna say anything because they're afraid that he's gonna try to take them down too. Baby, lips listen. I would have been one of them people like I think they asked offered the guy like Zaspis in the back of the car and he was like back of the police car and he was saying something like, so you want to know about such and such? Baby, listen.
Oh, I go the first 48, baby. They give him a Newport, baby, and some Popeye, baby. They singing like canaries right now. So, but again,
If I were Diddy, I'd be like, and Jamila, oh. on,
No, you know
on
what? I'd
December
have said,
on December 20,
uh,
28, 2015, she did XY. Baby, listen, I'll be like, free me, witness protection or something. I don't know how they're gonna work with me being famous, but I can't be famous no more. But I get to live and I ain't gotta go to jail.
at this point, there's no place in the world, in the United States of Americas, that don't nobody know Diddy Bob. There's no way he can't even go to the Saudi and Arabia. Them folks know who he is.
Man, I get one of them prosthetic noses. I get some contact lenses. I dye my hair. There's many things that I would do before I allow my mama and my kids to hear these stories. Before I
Let me
allow
tell
any
you.
of this, I will go ahead and tell on myself. I'll be like, you know what? You got me. You got me.
I said,
You got me.
hey, I'd be like, my bad. You know what? Do what you do. My bad. Let me tell you, I'm not when you know you wrong and when you know you done fucked up. Why you wasting your money go and the taxpayers' money? Them people, them 12 jurors now got to sit there and listen to his foolishness and get paid $25 a day and can't be with their family.
Not the $25 a day.
20, however much jury duty is. Them people is missing. Because at this point, I would much rather be at work than be sitting there because probably pretty much in their mind, they know he did that bullshit.
Now I want to be on the jury, but I tell you, if I was like on this kind of jury, I'd be like, first of all, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Like, no, there is no way I would have been able. And then, like, there's no telling what was happening with the cross examination of the whole pee in the mouth. Because I'm sorry, that bothers me more than anything. Like, that disturbs me. There's
But
no
see, and this
way
will
that
be
I
my
wish the
thing.
biggest.
I can't control my facial expressions. There are people at work that have to tell me sometimes, fix your face. And if I'm sitting there first of all, I'm listening to her, and then I'm gonna be a little teary eyed, and then they say this is what, and I'm be like, and I'm gonna be looking dead at him, be like, nigga, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Because even one clip they said he around there reading the Bible. Now you want to read the Bible in the courtroom, dude? I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. What he need to do is go. What he should have did after the day after Cassie done went and told all that stuff. They do not need to go to day 3.
Okay. Be like
And
time out.
if they
Be like time out. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
let me tell you, if he's so inclined, feel he need to go to day 3 and make it to the real Friday instead of the Friday that's in my head. You know what? Come Friday, I would, and at the close of business, I would tell them people, we done. Enough that came out right now. I done embarrassed myself. I done embarrassed my mama.
My
I
kids.
done embarrassed my children. At this point, let me keep what little piece of change I got. Make sure that them children can, live comfortably, you know. But you know what? I done went back and said, now tell me again what that plea deal was. Them people said they were gonna give.
I would take the plea deal, especially if he knows that all of this stuff happened. I would take the plea deal. The fact that he doesn't want it, the fact that he didn't take I don't even know if a plea deal was offered, but the fact that he didn't try to get a plea deal lets me know this man wants everything to crash and burn. He wants. And like sometimes people are like this. They're like, if nobody is defending me, then let us all burn. And I think that that's literally the path that he's on. Like, let it all come out. I'm getting destroyed, but let it all come out that you was involved and you was involved, because there is no way that this would have made it to trial if I was the defendant. I'm sorry.
Let me
I
tell you,
I'll be like, what's my deal?
if he's smart, again, if the day wasn't enough for him to say pause, time out, and he want to go on and take it to Friday and let some more shit come out. If he's smart, Friday, baby, he'll sit down with them people at that good, because you know it's a cherry table, cherry oak desk down there in the courtroom down there, and big old cherry, back in the boardroom. He'll go down there to that good boardroom with his good sweater on and gray hair. And if he lucky, he can get out by the time Blue Ivy got her career going.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I don't think he gonna. I don't. If he's willing to
This
let
is his
everything
ego.
crash and burn, that's what I'm saying. He's willing to let everything crash and burn around him. Baby, I would have saved my mama from that embarrassment. My mama would have never had to hear not Nail's story. Not now.
Let me tell you, I'd have saved that money, baby, and Janice Cone, baby, could have got her natural hair wig versus that synthetic curly wig that she got, baby. She'd have got us some human hair. You hear me? Baby, because I'd have told, before I had my mama tiptoe in that courtroom, holding arm in arm, they right now locked up, baby, like they viewing the casting, baby, 2 by 2, they marching in. Nope.
If I barely want to repeat this, there's no way that I want my mama to know that I did it.
I don't. Let me tell you, there's some shit I've done, and I ain't even famous that I don't even want my folks to know. And you think I'm gonna sit up there and I done? Diddy Bob done participated in? Clearly, we know he done freak offs for 10 years or plus. You hear me?
Yeah.
So clearly, this is a thing. And I'm assuming, because clearly, if his mama is in there tiptoeing in there, she knows something. But yet and still, I would save my family from especially my daughters. I would save them from the embarrassment of them knowing I done. First of all, let's backtrack. Them girls know the dad ain't shit because he done mollywopped that girl in the good Intercontinental Hotel. He done drug her. He done hit her. He done kicked her. And still holding up a towel around his waist. So we know your daddy.
It makes sense that they was still doing the freak offs at that time. Because he had clothes on. That makes sense too. Then he only had a towel.
So we know that there's video out there. So that's already showing that you really about the bullshit. And then you get on there and you make a video and say you sorry you was in a dark place. You sorry because you done got caught.
Yeah.
You sorry because she done because clearly the girl, even in the midst of all of that traumatic stuff that she has went through, clearly she kept receipts. And there was enough stuff in that he knew he needed to settle. So if you settled with her, why would you want to go to trial? Let it go.
That's one.
You can sit. Let it go.
If they didn't offer me a plea deal, I'd be like, can I get a plea deal and what you want to know about XYZ person? Who you want to know? Baby, I'm telling on you right now. I'm just telling you off the bat. Mila, I'm telling on you. I don't care if I got to make shit up. Oop, I said a bad word. Even if I got to excuse me, audience, for saying that word. But even if I have to make stuff up, I got to tell on somebody. Because
you know what?
Point, I can't be going. I can't know.
Even at this point, though, you know what? I think he too far in. At this point, he too in that damn hole right now that he might as well just go and coast it on out and ride it on out for everybody else.
Yeah.
Just ride it on out. If you know There's other artists back there in the back that participated in this videotape. I would want to say save them from the embarrassment because you are already embarrassed. You are, I mean, because the we know now. We know that you about that bullshit, Diddy Bob. And I would at least like him to live his last days.
You done put him in a grave. Not in, you ain't just put him in a prison. You just like, baby.
You know what? Coast this on out. You know what? Take that plea deal. You can become a. You know what? You can help with the talent shows in prison. You can help nurture. You can help nurture those that may have a chance of getting out and maybe getting a career. You can kind of help. Maybe you can help them with that, or you know what you can do. Maybe you can become a preacher and teach. You can teach Sunday school. You can teach Bible study. You see what I'm saying? Let's just look for alternative things that you can do. Because we know you would not be diddy bopping across anybody's stage in the near future. Let me tell you, you will not be on no Grammys. You ain't going to Clive Davis party no more. You ain't at the American
Man,
Music
ain't
Awards.
alive.
Huh?
Clive dead.
Clive ain't dead.
I thought he died.
No, he did not.
Yes, he
That
did.
man ain't dead. That man just as alive as Diddy Bob. Clive ain't dead.
Oh, I thought he was
So,
dead. Who
no.
died? Who died?
All these, I don't know, but it wouldn't Clive. Don't be killing that man.
Oh, my bad.
So all these elaborate parties that he he went did about went to his last parties on last year. He done partying. He done partied enough. He done drunk enough alcohol. He done had did enough dope. He done cleaned out. So now he should be doing self-reflecting, when he get his hour time outside. And he right now should be trying to figure out, okay, how can I bounce back from this? How can I save my family from embarrassment? Because right about now, his whole family is embarrassed. I don't even know if I could possibly show my face at the school if I was them daughters.
But I think they graduated, so they might be in
High
college.
school?
Yeah.
High school? But okay, but one of them girls is down there in college. You just think that people is pointing at you. You did it, Bob daughter. Your daddy did this. Your daddy did that. That's embarrassing. And I would go and I would pull his ass to the corner and say, look, I need you to just stop this train wreck. This train needs to stop.
I'd be like,
He It needs to stop. Because at this point here, I don't know what he's trying to prove. And clearly he's going to be I wouldn't say wasting money because them attorneys gonna take every dollar you got.
mm-hmm.
And they know, I guarantee you they know that there's other people that's deep down in it. But it should be at least one friend that say, dude, now, we know you did this stuff. Go on and meet with them prosecutors or whoever it is that get them plea deals. Go on and talk to them. See what they talking about. You see what I'm saying? See what they offering. If they offering you, because this is the thing, I ain't the best at math, but I know if they tell me the plea deal is I going to take 10 years versus me going to trial and I could end up in jail for a long time.
Yeah.
10 years will go by a whole lot faster than 30, 40, a matter of fact, life. Because he going to eventually die in jail. That's just point blank, period. He ain't getting, if he decides, because I guarantee these people here going to throw the book at him. Yeah. Racketeering,
trafficking,
sex trafficking. What was the other one? It was a third one. Uh,
I can't
can't
remember.
remember what it was. It's enough that dope dealers go down for a long time. Hell, Big Meech just got out. He been in that bad boy 30, 40 years. You see what I'm saying? It
Larry.
done took Big Meech 30 years or so. I remember Big Meech's storyline being told when I was in high school. I've been out of high school 30 years. So that means it done took Big Meech 30 years to get out with an ankle monitor.
Oh, he wasn't free. He ain't just free.
He ain't free, but he free.
Okay.
So Diddy Bob right here gonna end up. He already what 50?
He was born in 1979. I mean 69, so he 55. Well, he'll be 56 this year. He
He ain't getting
November
out of
4th.
jail.
What are y'all, Scorpios?
Mm-hmm. So that means he 50. He'll be 55. You said this year
No, 56.
56.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be 56 by the time them folks give him a good sentencing. If he don't take a plea deal, he ain't gonna get out. He gonna die in there. They gonna give him at least. If that jury come back, I guarantee you they'll give him at least 25 years or so.
Mm.
He gonna die in there. He ain't gonna see daylight no more. I can tell you that. He definitely ain't seeing no hair dye because they say he just as gray as he want to be. So he ain't seeing no dye. He he ain't got no Beijing right now, baby. He at this point now he eating Cheetos and making a pizza like the people down there in prison. Let me tell you that caviar and him on them good boats dancing, drinking that Ciroc and all. Baby, you tap water. You drinking jail hooch now, Diddy Bob. It's over.
No more
I hate to
cone
tell
looking for
you.
you.
Huh?
No more cone looking for him.
Baby, no more cone looking. He drinking jail hooch. The shit that they had down there in the bags that I made that wine with that bread and all that carrying on. I guarantee you, he got a bomb ass commissary, and I guarantee you, he got a lot of money on his books. But it ain't buying no more caviar. I can tell you that. He probably got some Lays. He can get some Lays strips. He can get on some honey buns right now. He can, but he, baby, he ain't getting no more smoothies in the morning. Mm-mm. He eating straight oatmeal like the folks in jail.
Don't forget that you can always email us for any TV shows or movie recommendations at reallifeishfriends@gmail.com. You can also text
Boop,
us
boop.
at 615-475-8152 or either any of our socials. It's Kimberly Mila on Facebook and it's Real Life is Friends on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also make sure if you're liking this episode, make sure you're pressing the like button for us. And also make sure if you haven't already subscribed to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we want to touch on one other topic kind of briefly, but graduation etiquette because the good old Tony in the Braxton went out there. Did you see what she had on?
Baby, it looked like she was down there going to an after five dinner. Around there with the lace
Baby,
and the,
not
first
even
of
after
all, they
five.
all thought they were going to a tea party.
She had on lace on top of sheer, on top of I don't know. Tony ain't never really
A
wore too many
fascinator on
clothes.
the head.
She ain't never really wore too many clothes, but to wear this outfit at her son's graduation from college, first of all, I feel like this, and this is my interpretation. There is things that you're supposed to wear at different graduations. If the graduation is going to be outside, you can definitely be casual.
True.
You can be completely casual if the graduation is going to be outside. For a high school
Mm-hmm.
graduation, you can also be business, also be fairly casual. Once we
Mm-hmm.
go up to, to the colleges and the university, then I need you to show up at least Sunday dress in your Sunday's best or business
Not
casual.
even if it's Sunday best. At least come in business casual.
Yes, I need you in one of those. Do not show up to nobody graduation when your cheeks out because I don't
And
know
a
what Tony
fascinator.
was thinking. Also, another thing, I understand that people need their moments. But yesterday, when I went to the graduation,
Mm.
these sets of people, for well, this one particular graduate, they were really, really loud for an extended amount of time. In
Mm.
fact, to the point that you could not hear them call out the other graduate's name that was right directly after them. That is not proper. Because if you should have did what I did, you should count the time that they say one name, in one name, and start next name. They gave you a full 5 seconds, which I think is great. You had a full 5 seconds to scream everything you need to and then shut it because the
Down.
other person needs to be recognized as well. Luckily for that girl, I'm assuming it was her daddy, a pawpaw or somebody, I don't know. And he was like, and good job, Savannah, within their 5 seconds. So she was able to get her name said because I won't I won't say what fraternity it was, mostly because it seemed conflicting to me. Um,
Mm.
but they was saying all the things. They said this boy nickname. They did their little calls. They did all of this. Meanwhile, post Savannah just up there getting hooded, and nobody knows if they don't read the stream. Totally inappropriate. So, what do you think is proper etiquette for graduations? Because you done been
I
to
mean, you
plenty of
definitely want
them.
to make. I've been to some, graduated a couple times. Uh, I think you definitely need to make sure that you're dressed appropriately. Like we don't want you like you're going to a gala, or you're going to, uh, or you know, dinner with the queen. Now I understand it's your child. Your child done accomplished stuff, and that's awesome sauce because your child did good, and we want you as the parent to be there for your child, but we also don't want you to take away from your child, and that
Yeah,
can be being loud because it's their moment also. Let them have that moment of graduation. I think especially when it's, I mean, high school. That's a awesome. You definitely want to celebrate because a lot of kids didn't make it out of high school.
yeah,
And especially if they graduated from college. Consider life circumstance and all of that stuff. And then when you get up and you getting different degrees and stuff, yes, because at this, I feel like after your undergrad degree, it's like now you have, as an individual, you have paid for that next degree. You see what I'm saying? Like your parents did your undergrad, they did high school, undergrad, they helped pay for that. I think if you decide to continue your education past uh undergrad, that's you, because now you've maybe paid for that graduation. You see what I'm saying? You may have
Yeah.
taken out loans, you may have worked extra job, so you should be able to celebrate that, but also to be respectful to the person behind you also that's walking up, because their family wants to hear their name also. And I
Yes.
think too, you don't want to take away the shine from the graduate, uh because a lot of times you do have some parents, my child graduating, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Okay, and that's all well and good. We want you to be the proud parent, but also to let them live in that moment, because that's a moment that they cannot get back.
Yeah.
You cannot go back in time. You cannot walk that stage again, for that particular degree. So let them have that moment.
Yeah.
And also to dress appropriately. Because again, if you're coming in there showing all your business, you're taking away not only from your child, but also to the other kids that are
Yeah.
other people that are graduating, because they're gonna only be locking eyes on you because
Yeah.
of what you have on,
Yeah.
you know. And I guess I also wonder too, because I think I remember reading this a while ago when maybe Eminem daughter graduated from college. He did not. He went to the graduation, but he stayed in the back
Hmm.
because he did not want to take that shine away from her, or that attention away. And so I think if you're a celebrity, kind of be there but not be there, for your child, because that's their moment, And I think even with Tony Braxton's son, I don't know if he's the one that had
Autism.
diagnosed with autism. Okay.
I don't
And
know if the other
so,
ones either.
yeah, I don't know if it's him or the other one. But again, for him to accomplish something, so great, and I think maybe going to acting school or something, you don't want to take that away uh from them, because you can probably feel some kind of way if you didn't get to live in that moment
Yeah.
of graduation and what you have accomplished.
Or people
Uh
don't even know what your degree in, but they know that your mama didn't wear clothes to your
that part.
graduation.
Right. And y'all coming in there again like you had a tea party with hats and Sunday service and all of that stuff. Uh Fall
They
back.
can be in their Sunday best. They can be in their Sunday best, and you know the Sunday best includes a hat. It includes a good hat.
But see, that hat, save that hat for the dinner. While it's graduation hats coming out. Let the babies have a moment. Don't come in there with no hat and all of that, like you down there at the Kojic convention wearing a hat and all of that carrying on. No, 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 no. Let the babies have a moment. But this is, let's just say, for us African American, baby, in the community here, baby, we gonna always show out and do more than what we need to do for graduation. And then I don't care if the baby is graduating, baby, from pre-K, baby, we gonna show out.
Yeah, because I sure enough gave my little niece. I gave her graduation present for her pre-K.
See, you
Well,
congratulations
well,
on learning
baby.
your numbers.
Well, also, I guess she picked out her own thing because she just told me we was in Ross and she was like, "I want this," and she just started picking it up and carrying it around with her.
Again, congratulations, baby, on learning your numbers and your shapes.
Yeah, congratulations to all the graduates, all
That's right.
of the graduates.
You taking my shout out. That was gonna
Oh,
be my shout out.
well. You should have a proper shout out. So for episode number 23, Mila, who are you shouting out
I
tonight?
was gonna shout out all the graduates. Somebody took that shine away from me.
You got particular graduates you want to shout out?
Uh, I have my little cousin Layla. She graduated from Vanderbilt. I
Oh,
have
that's the one you
yeah.
went to. You went to her graduation, right?
I didn't go to. I went to her dinner. I didn't make
Oh,
it to her
okay.
graduation. I was doing work. Uh, it was Friday morning. Also, congratulations to my other friend Kim, whose son just graduated from college in Arizona. He's now going to med school.
Oh,
Uh, yes, and his graduation was yesterday. Uh, Justin. And I was trying to see, do I know any other graduates? I don't know any more graduates, but just congratulations to the grads of 2025. I know Kimberly went on yesterday to your nephew's graduation,
that's
right?
correct. He's a pharmacist.
When that is,
I
he can
call him
give
Doctor
us
Nephew now.
Dr. Nephew can what? Count our pills out down at the Walgreens. But congratulations to all of the graduates. You did it. You are now an official adult. You're going to get jobs and you're going to pay taxes in this
And
wonderful
student loans.
economy,
And student
student
loans.
loans,
You got about
all of
6 months.
that jazz.
I think they still. I don't think they screwed up. So I think you still get like a 6 month grace period. This
So either you,
administration, ain't no telling, but I think you still get a 6 months grace period.
well, if you don't get 6 months, then you better go back to school so you don't have to pay. Or you can go to Qatar. Is it Qatar? Qatar? What is it? What is that over there where he get that plane at? Baby, you can go there and get you a plane. You know what? Do what it do. But you know what? Congratulations. Now you got bills.
That is-
Just saying.
that seems not as positive as you probably
It's
thought.
adulthood, baby. Adulthood is not positive at all times. We're being what? Real. Why? Because that's what we do. We keeps it real. You're in the real world now, baby. When you cross that stage and move that tassel over, baby, you real. Now your parents is making you pay your cell phone bill, your car insurance. You got to buy grocery.
If you under 26, you can still be on their insurance. Thanks Obamacare, also known as the Affordable Care Act.
We talking about car insurance because you know these babies got cars, baby, and they
No,
got
I'm
to
talking
pay.
about the health insurance, the health
Nope.
insurance, the health insurance.
You can stay on that, but your car insurance is your responsibility now. That
No,
cell phone is your responsibility.
no,
Rent, all on you, kid.
no. Whatever you and your parents worked out is whatever you and your parents worked out. Don't let Mila tell you any differently. Do not let her tell you any differently.
You still can go to their house and get groceries and stuff, but you got to pay them bills now. They give you about a 30, 60-day grace period, baby. It's all on you. But
Do you
congratulations.
you really go to your parents' house and get groceries?
I would. Oh no,
Like
I would
get
definitely
you.
take stuff from there. But then when they would come visit me, especially my mom and pop, babe, and we go to that grocery store, bloop, 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 throw it in the cart. I would have to be told, don't you put nothing in this cart when we go to the store. Hmm. Lies. Bloop, bloop.
I used to get turnip greens and stuff. Cause that's the only thing I really didn't have in my own house. Cause who was really picking current turnip greens? But now I go and just get the ones that are in the bag. So actually, I don't eat turnip greens unless somebody else is cooking them because I don't know how to cook them correctly. I used to know how to cook them correctly when I was in Alabama, but once I made it to Tennessee, it didn't work out no more. And so I cook collards.
Blessed be the fruit.
So mama, make some turnip greens
Mama.
so I can come get some bags from you.
And on that note, people,
Peace out. A-Town. This is episode number 23 of Real Life is Friends podcast with your host, Kimberly.
Mila.
And we out of here.